Okay. And Keefe D said that you actually approached him and some other people and basically warned him about, your son being a target in this whole war that was breaking out.
Well, exactly what happened, contrary to what Keefe D said, exactly what happened is, as I say, that the chief pulled me off of leading the investigation and put my sergeant, Bobby Baker, in charge of investigating all the shootings as a result of the shooting in Vegas. So I was upstairs working, but I still was getting information in the streets about what was happening. And the word came out that they were going to shoot Reggie as part of the back and forth, and the Southsiders were after him. Well, I took that personally, and I jumped in a car. And it wasn't even it was my black, it wasn't a patrol car or anything. And I went straight to Keefe D's house, his mother's house, actually, because I knew the family. I knew them before. That's another way I knew Keefe D. He was smaller and younger when I worked for the Edison Company. I knew his mom real well because I used to had to deal over there. And so with Edison, and so I knew him. So I went because I knew, I forget Keefe D's brother name, who was a little harder than Keefe D. And Orlando was still out. So I didn't want them targeting Reggie. So I deliberately went there, knowing the family, and went to the house. When I drove up there at the house and parked, and he said, the only thing he said right was, I parked on the wrong side of the street and jumped out the car. I did, because I wanted to get to the family, let them know they were going to have to go through me if anything happened to my son. And I remember 3 or 4 guys hanging out in the front of the house, but I paid them no attention. None of them were Orlando, who I knew. Keefe D, I didn't know him from Adam. I knew of him, but I don't remember what he looked like. I don't even remember if he was in the crowd. And I went in the house and I talked with, I believe his sister or something, Orlando's mother, I think was in the house at the time, but it was a female. And I blurted out about if anybody come after Reggie or targeting Reggie, they had to go through me. And, said my little piece, turn around and I left. Now going out, I did say something to somebody out there, but I'm not knowing who it was. It wasn't any of the main guys that I know. And Keefe D could have been one of them. But I didn't know it was Keefe D and threaten him or nothing. I just got in my car and I left. And that's the way it happened.